This is the plaintiff, Audrey Daniels. She says she was a tenant of the defendant, and when she moved out, the woman concocted a ridiculous list of problems in a lame attempt to keep her security. What's wrong with people these days trying to take advantage of their former tenants? She feels she has the proper evidence to prove her case today to the judge, is looking forward to her day in court, and seeks $5,000 for the return of her security and harassment. This is the defendant, Sheila Jones. She says she can't wait to see the plaintiff's so-called proof she left the place in good condition because she's got solid proof showing the opposite. That's right, bring it on, because she has a folder to show the judge to prove her case today, and she's quite confident she'll be walking out of here with her head held high as the winner of this case. She's accused of taking advantage of people.
All parties, please get your ready-ins.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff says the defendant came up with a ridiculous story in order to keep her security, but the defendant says, wait till the judge sees the evidence. It's the case of picture this.
Thank you, Douglas. Audrey Daniels, you are suing Sheila Jones for $5,000, the return of security deposit plus double damages because you say she kept it illegally, plus harassment. Okay, talk to me. What happened?
I moved in May of 2014.
Was there a lease between the two of you?
2 leases.
May I see the first lease that was between the two of you? Does it say anywhere there that everything is in good condition in the lease?
I have a walkthrough signed sheet where she stated everything was in good condition.
Let me see that.
The sign's supposed to be down.
Yeah, just shut that down for us.
Okay, so you wrote all the stuff in the first column, which is just the word good everywhere, and then she signs it.
As we walk through, yes.
And this is before she moves in?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so then what happens? Then she moves out. Has stuff gotten tense between you two at that point, or not? Why did stuff get tense?
Many reasons.
This is a duplex. Do you live on one and she lives on the other? Okay.
Yes.
Why were you moving out?
Well, I moved out because she gave a 30-day notice.
Oh, and why did you give a 30-day notice?
Due to a mortgage increase, whereas I had been renting that apartment for the same price from 2013.
So why didn't you just raise it? I'm just curious, why were you getting rid of her as a tenant as opposed to just asking, is your rent paid for by social cert?
Housing assistant pays it, going back to June.
Right.
They asked me, did I want to do an increase? I said yes, $20, and the tenant had to sign it. Well, I faxed it to them. They rejected it and said, according to the Fair Rent Housing, they could only give me an $8 increase.
Oh, for the love of it. Okay. So over that, you had to find new housing because they didn't want to pay $12 more.
No,
okay.
My mortgage.
No, you're entitled. You
Right.
You have no obligation to accept Section 8. If the lease is over, you've decided you don't want to renew, you don't want to renew. You're free and American. Okay. But it just seems so goofy that they would rather go through this is typical government. They would rather go through the expense, time, and trouble and put you through it over $12 a month. So now you do your walkthrough, but you don't do it together. So you walk through the day after she leaves, and when you walk through, according to you, there are numerous things wrong with it. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, this is a picture of the knobs in the upstairs shower.
Yes.
Kind of gross. And did you clean those?
Yes.
Did you clean them yourself?
Yes.
Upstairs bathroom behind the faucet. What did this come off, whatever I'm looking at now on the cabinets?
Yes, after cleaning it.
So what do you think that was? Grease?
I have no idea. Whatever it was difficult to remove.
Is this the oven?
Yes.
What did you deduct for cleaning?
Willful neglect, it was a total of $75.
So all you deducted from her security deposit for having to clean was $75?
$75.
Okay, that doesn't sound that unreasonable based on the pictures I saw. What else did you deduct?
The difficult removal of the shower. I had to chisel that mold from that.
You already deducted $75.
But that was for the general cleaning.
Okay. So how much did you charge for the chiseling of mildew?
It was $90.
Okay, because I've cleaned a lot of mildew.
Yeah, it was mold.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
I have pictures of a lot of blinds that were broken up.
Okay.
And I have
Did you get a cost for replacement of the blinds?
I have receipts, and I have pictures of 2014 when she received the carpet. The carpet were professionally cleaned. This is Stanley Steamer's receipt.
Okay.
Pictures on how she
I'm
was.
sorry. Why was okay, do you agree that the carpet was wrinkled when you moved out?
Mm-hmm.
And how did that happen? Did you have a pet?
No.
So then how did it get wrinkled?
It's old.
Well, I'm sorry, did you move in and was it wrinkled when you moved in?
Yeah, but I didn't pay it no attention.
Do you have any photographs to prove that it was wrinkled when you moved in?
No.
These are photographs where she received it professionally cleaned. Carpets are not wrinkled at all.
Okay, so do you have pictures of how she left the carpet in
Yes.
order to suggest that she needs to pay?
Yes.
Okay, did you actually hire Stanley Steamer or anybody else to come and
Yes, I
clean the
have
carpet?
the receipt.
What I want is what you paid in order to
paid.
fix what you were saying, so I
Okay.
know what you're out as a result of what you're saying she did.
I understand.
When did you move out?
September 30th.
So on October 19th is when she hires Stanley Steamer for $217.91, correct?
Yes.
And do you have pictures of the wrinkled carpet?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty lame. All right, so what happened then? Did they stretch it out like?
It's a sheet in the back of all the tubes that were used to stretch it and secure it.
Okay, so the carpet was $217. You deducted cleaning $75. What else did you deduct from her security deposit? By the way, how much was the security deposit that you have in play here?
$870.
Okay.
And then the carpet repair, water damage was $250.
Hold on. Oh, so you have a separate bill
Yeah,
for?
Stanley Steamer don't do, that's for like home improvement guys to stretch that out. They don't do that.
How much did it cost you to
Security.
stretch the carpet?
$250 for the carpet repair.
Okay. Anything else that you deducted?
Just the blinds and the cleaning and the cabinets.
Okay, so 217, 250, 75, 90, and then the figures you said for the louvers and the blinds.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Now, these are the blinds that you were referring to?
Yes, very broken up.
What's this?
Oh, those are taped up blinds. She carefully taped up the blinds.
Wherever they were ripped?
Wherever they were ripped. She
Okay,
taped
these aren't
them.
really expensive blinds either, but just tell me, so what did you deduct for the blinds?
Okay, it's all right here. The vertical blind headrail was $25. The broken taped up louvers, they're called, were $11.97 for a pack. There were too many blinds in the bedroom that were taped up also, and they were $9.96.
A total of $9.96?
For the two.
Okay.
And then there was one mini blind in the living room that was $5.27.
All right. You also have pictures of how it was handed to her.
Yes.
And her signature saying that she got things
Yes.
in good condition.
Yes.
Right. So how do you defend yourself on that? Because that's really the problem that you have, that I have the pictures that purport to be how it looked when it was handed to you, and I have you signing something that says everything is being handed to me in good condition.
So, landlord comes in with pictures. How do you protect yourself when the landlord has pictures if you say, I didn't do this damage?
Well, I'd stand firmly on the fact that the landlord didn't facilitate a walkthrough prior to leaving.
Yeah, well, here's the problem. That's your word, and he's got pictures.
Take pictures before you move in. As soon as you
Okay,
walk.
that's a good point, but what about when you move out? The landlord's going to say, fine, that was fine when you walked in, when you moved in, but this is what it looked like when you moved out.
You got dates on those pictures?
So you get dates in the pictures when you move out.
Yeah.
You can still manipulate those dates, right?
Yeah, but you got to protect yourself. Listen.
Anybody have an idea on how to prove that it's the right date? Anybody?
Can you use like a bailiff or one of those legally appointed people who can walk in and they can
Well,
say...
it's a good idea to have a witness for sure. Even a newspaper, right, with the date in the newspaper helps a little going inside the courtroom.
This carpet issue, she's been in my house many times. How is it at the end of the lease, all of a sudden, the carpet is wrinkled, it's water damage? What, did I suddenly just create this problem? That carpet was there like that the whole time I was there. And the thing is, she lives next door. It was there for her to see. That
And
carpet,
do what about? She can't do anything about it until you move out.
if it was a problem at the end of the lease, it should have been a problem during the time I
Why?
was
She's
living
not living in it. You're living in it. In other words, it's a problem for her when she
But
has
it
to
wasn't-
ready the place for the next person. The point of a security deposit is after you leave to tally up all the damages. So she's looking at saying, I didn't give it to her this way, and it's costing me $400 and whatever dollars, almost $450 to get it right. And she's also showing me, how much more proof does the lady need? She has pictures of how it was handed to you after the last tenant.
This all comes down to vindictiveness.
Over what? Tell me.
Okay. it was so many issues with her. I have video of her screaming at her son, cussing him out. Every day it was like that. And the thing was...
You have video of her yelling at her son about what? What does it have to do?
Well, I'm just saying her personality. This is what I'm saying. It all comes down...
You're saying she's not the calm, demure individual that she's presenting herself as today. Okay.
Your Honor.
What is the harassment that you're suing for? $3,464.
The harassment, everything was about the security deposit. I mean, I could show you this right here, when she talks about...
What's the harassment?
The harassment was, it was always about my security deposit. It was always about, I'm going to take your security, like, there's an incident. The door, my front door, the storm door blew open one day. I went out somewhere. So it ripped off. She had a fit. And she was like, well, that's coming out of your security deposit.
Well, how is that harassment? That's the law. If she feels it's your fault.
What I'm saying is...
Okay, we're done. We're done. We're done. No, you can't. No, I've been listening for a very long time, and I'm not hearing anything that would even remotely resemble a defense. We are done.
How do you take pictures?
Yes, I've seen the pictures. That's why I'm going to rule against you.
Wait a minute. When I was moving, she took pictures. She went out. She was outside taking pictures.
So what? So she was saying ridiculous.
She was saying this was, this was a harassment.
That's harassment? Her taking pictures of her property and saying she's going to use it against you when she keeps part of your security deposit. That's the law. We're done. There is no harassment. That's out the window. There's no double damages because she complied with the law by sending you the letter and itemizing what it is that she was deducting. What you get to debate is, did she deduct too much? So, did you deduct too much? The only thing I agree with you on is that maybe it was double dipping to get the 90 and the 75. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Oh
but you know what? Now I'm kind of thinking she's entitled to it.
No,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So you know what? Verdict for the defendant. That's my verdict.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Hallelujah.
Wow.
So the decision is for the defendant. The plaintiff, who was seeking $5,000, doesn't get a dime. What do you think? Well, I guess that's what she thinks. Ms. Jones is the defendant. She's laughing. Your party is laughing here.
Yes.
Well, what do you feel about that?
I serve a mighty God. Justice was prevailed.
Well, you certainly had proof.
Yes, I did.
No question about that.
Yes,
you had the evidence.
Very satisfied.
So congratulations. You prepared well for this case.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. That's the way out. Harvey, the evidence did it. She won.
So, look, pictures are everything when it comes to these security deposit cases. You should take pictures whether you're landlord or tenant. Take pictures when the tenant moves in. Take pictures when the tenant moves out.